Ladies and gentlemen, we have been working all day, and now it's after work. I'm Joe. Welcome back to Nintendo Spotlight, where every week, every Thursday on the Nintendo eShop, it gets updated. Games come out for the 3DS, games come out for the Switch. Occasionally, games come out for the Wii U. That's still a thing. But today, we are here to play Chicken Wiggle, brought to us from Atooi. Now, I will say, I did receive a review copy of Chicken Wiggle from Atooi, but I also went ahead. So this is the console we're streaming from, Chicken Wiggle here. And just to show you guys, I went and still support your indie devs, guys. Support your indie devs. Went in, bought the game on my 2DS XL. It is available for $14.99 on the eShop, digital only, of course. There we go. I told him, I was like, hey, I'm still going to buy the game regardless. I love supporting our devs. This game is very special. I've liked what I've been seeing so far. We're gonna go through, we're gonna play it. We'll talk a little bit about Atooi as well, but I just want to let you guys know that, disclaimer, I did receive a review copy for this game. So without further ado, let's jump into this and let's go play some Chicken Wiggle. So right now, I did not finish the game yet. I'm about 3 worlds away, so I'm gonna jump around a little bit. Let's see if we get the intro for the first game. If not, I'll just explain to you what happens. So yeah, it's gonna just jump right into it. Basically, there's a witch who's collecting a bunch of chicks, and this one chicken falls out from the bag and befriends a worm named Wiggle. And together they are trying to rescue all the chickens that the witch has stolen. And every level is a puzzle, basically. So you got a lot of platform going on. You got a lot of puzzle going. The game looks... I like the art style of the game. And what's awesome about the game is, yes, you can probably just fly through a lot of it. But I will tell you, there have been moments where I have died numerous amount of times, and the at the very core, it is a platformer, but it's also a puzzle game well, sorry, not a puzzle, but a collectibles game, where you are going through sort of like a Donkey Kong, where you're collecting the letters as you go through the stage, where you get KONG, you're getting FUN throughout the game. Each stage has them hidden throughout, and you can also collect all those little diamonds as well to complete the entire stage fully. We'll go over to stage 2-6 next, just so I can give you guys some variety on what's going on here. But what's also... oh, I liked how it changes the music with the balloons as well. Oh, whoops. There we go. So what I was gonna say was, you can kind of see a resemblance with like Banjo-Kazooie. I feel like, with where you had Banjo and Kazooie. So this is Chicken and Wiggle. I feel like this game is sort of like Kirby, where you're meant to have fun with this game. It can be very simple, but at the same time, it can get very, very hard real quickly if you don't realize what you're doing. Oh no, I hit myself. And yeah, 1-hit death. I collect chicks, I use duct tape and oh my god. XSV, I gotta edit that out. I'm kidding. He says he's kidding. Is he though? Is he? So each stage has 100 of these diamond gems that you can collect. Again, you can just run through the game and save all the chicks, but where's the fun in that? See what I did there? I feel like, and the reason I related this to Kirby was because Kirby was a game that you could pick up and kind of just enjoy. And when I'm talking Kirby, I'm talking mostly the Game Boy games, the SNES games. They're very, to me, relaxing and easy to go through. Some might call me a crazy person, I guess, but you can still enjoy the game and for all its little quirks that it has. But what sets Chicken Wiggle apart from it being just another platformer game... Oh, I missed that. Oh, 025, dude, thank you for the host. What I was saying was what sets Chicken Wiggle apart from it just being another platformer game on the 3DS is it's a maker game also. All these stages, if you look at the lower screen, which is the bottom screen of the 3DS, which is actually right above me, you'll notice that it has level name, author name, and hints and tips, and what type of game it is, where it's Rescue Friend for all of these, of course, because we're saving all the chicks. It's a maker game because you can actually go in and create your stages, and not only can you do that, but you can actually tag the stages whatever you want to make them, so that way it's kind of easier to find. So let's say you are a YouTuber who's making Chicken Wiggle content and creating stages and want to share it with somebody, you can kind of put your name in there, someone searches that as the tag, and boom, they can find all your stages that way. Another, which is super handy, I'm surprised like Mario Maker hasn't had an update to do that yet. At least there is, and someone hasn't told me. But especially on the 3DS, where you can barely do anything in any sharing in that game. There's sharing, but it's really weird. But I can just easily like look up stages and play someone's stage. I know like Nintendo Guru made a stage. I saw him tweet it out like a couple days ago, which I thought that was pretty cool. Like I haven't played any of the creator stages. I myself haven't done any of the creator stages because I'm just terrible at like creator stuff. Oh my god, it's because I keep talking that I'm that I'm dying like a million times. But I'm trying to explain the game to you guys, so I do apologize. Well, there's the first edit of the night, brought to you by me. I do apologize, but I couldn't resist. Oh, it's all good, dude. It's all good. And, ooh, hello. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, wait, no. I can do that. But yeah, you rely on Wiggle to get you to areas across the game. So that's where him sticking out his mouth like that and grabbing onto wherever he needs to grab onto is coming in handy here. So that way we can collect all these things, and finally, boom, we got the U. And hello. Glad we got the checkpoint there. I will say, compared to the other Atooi games, like Dementium, and, which, if you guys don't know, Atooi is, these guys don't go unless... Boom. Oh, there we go. Yeah, these guys don't go unless I jump. No, no! Alright, there we go. How's that sound? That a little bit better? You guys can hear the game, too? Alright, where we left off was these enemies actually go with the rhythm of your movement. Hello, 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 no, no! So if I jump, it moves in whatever direction that is next for it. So it's going up, I jump, it goes down. So there's a lot of unique enemies like that in this game. Ugh, gotta be kidding me. Sounds perfect, sounds good, awesome. Can't believe I'm doing this terrible, but you know what? I'm trying to explain stuff to you guys. Trying to be better about that, so hopefully with time, I'll just get better at talking while playing. Show is still very much new. We're almost at, like, episode 40-ish, actually, with Nintendo Spotlight, with the games that we play. So we see our Chicky-Doo there. Let's do that, but we still need our N. So we gotta find that N. It might be hidden there, yeah. That's the other thing. See, it's not that easy to just find all the N's. Boom. There we go. And now there's more than just us jumping around trying to find a chicken. Let me see if I can find a stage that actually has power-ups. I think World 3 really goes in. Balloons and tough hoppers. Demo hat. Yep, here we go. So this stage, this tower, so you go through different towers, rescuing all the chicks, has a lot of different power-up ones. So we'll try this one. We'll see the demo hat here in use, where we use the demo hat, and bam, we can just start destroying the environment to sort of make our way through the environment. And what I really like about the level design in this game is the fact that the game isn't too punishing in terms of when you fail. There's a checkpoint that leaves you usually at the exact halfway point of the game, of the level. Oh, whoops, I did that all sorts of wrong. Yeah, let's do this. I totally messed that up. There we go. Bat cats. Oh, no. Hello. Whew. I royally screwed that one up. Boom. There we go. Can't miss that one. Oh, no. This music is reminding me so much of Golden Sun for some reason. The style of it, like I could see this game being on a Game Boy Advance. Boom. Alright, let's try to get... How should I go without getting that one? Ugh. Let's go this way. Boom. You want to be careful because you can still get hurt. Oof. Boom. And boom. Alright. So now we're at the checkpoint point, and now it gets a little bit more challenging. Although that was a little, just slightly challenging. Now you're gonna get the fun going on right now. Really? Don't get notified, so I read your tweets. Oh! For those of you who are curious about getting notified on Twitch, if you go to the heart, hit the little down arrow, 2 for 1. You can choose to get notifications if you'd like. Same with over on YouTube, it's the same way. You hit the little bell, you get notified when my videos upload. Since I have been uploading frequently with all the playthroughs that we've been doing, what are we gonna do? Oh, you know what? I messed that up. Boom, there we go. I've been making sure I get all those Metroid Other M and Super videos out to you guys as quick as I can. So that's what's been going up on the channel recently, and now Sonic Mania should be going up soon. I'm gonna try to edit that over the weekend. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. I totally ruined that one. Oh, no, I messed that up royally. It's okay, I ruined that. But the other comparisons I wanted to make as far as, like, the difficulty goes from this game compared to, like, games like Mutant Mudds, Dementium, Zeo Drifter is especially Mutant Mudds, that game can get a little rage-inducing. I finally got to play a little bit of it recently, and I didn't know that there was a cross-buy on the for the Wii U if you bought it on 3DS, and vice versa, which I thought was pretty cool. And same thing with Zeo Drifter, so I ended up picking up both, and I want to play through those games. And I think both of them I can kind of burn through in a couple hours, so maybe we'll do a little Let's Play of those two at some point on the channel. Boom, there we go. Get up there. Bam, bam. See? It still makes you think. It looks simple. But don't be fooled. Don't get it twisted. It is a little difficult. Oh yeah. And boom, 100. Now I only found the U. Wow, I ruined this. I mean, I only found the F. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's the N. So I would have to come back and sort of try to get this. Alright, so what's next? Jumpers and sliders. Let's try this one. This should be another different power-up. Oh. There's that F. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And so, we want to talk a little bit about the dev, Atooi, which is also the publisher. It's one guy, to my understanding, JoAfterWork. He's actually been around for quite a long time. He's got quite the resume. Let's see if there's, yes. He has quite the resume is what I was going to say there. He goes back at least 30 years, almost. SNES era, the Acrobat, NBA Jam. He's worked on a lot of licensed games. He's done a lot of level designing too, and clearly you can see that in this game for sure. That what his strong suit is, which is great. Oh gosh, hello, 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 death. But JoAfterWork, he was also part of Renegade Kid. Which Renegade Kid we did a playthrough. We stopped because of Breath of the Wild, but we got up to chapter 11 of the game Dementium. He worked on that. Dementium 2, Zeo Drifter, like I was saying before. Now I remember where I left off. Before we got cut off again, I just wanted to what I was trying to say earlier was that JoAfterWork, the guy who worked on this game, has been in the video game scene for quite some time. Video game industry, I should say. But last couple of years, working as an indie developer, formed Renegade Kid. If that is correct, I know that he was part of that. Where's N? But he worked on games like Dementium 2 is what I was saying earlier, and where's the N? I need to find the N. There we go, gotcha. Boom, we got everything there. And sorry, we were doing a playthrough of Dementium, actually. We're, like, close to the end of that game. We started that a few months back, but then Switch came out, and I was just, like, all in. We'll do one more stage, and then we'll call it in for Nintendo Spotlight before our stream gets cut off again abruptly. But, very Donkey Kong sounds right now. I like this. What? You got your invisible platforms here. We got some ghosties, which there is a ghost power-up in this game where you can then attack ghosts, which is awesome. Boom. And we got, as you can see, some key action going on here. Get a little sticky there, but what I like the most about this game is how it teaches you as you're going through each stage. I've gone through, what, 7 worlds now? Or 7 worlds now? And each world has had something new. I've been learning something new in each world. Whether it's the first couple of stages, a stage, like there's been introductions to new mechanics in the game as I've gone along. Basically, this story mode serves as, like, your guide to, hey, you want to level design? You want to learn about it? Here's some tips. I feel like this game does a really good job at that. And I only found F? There's that N. Again. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, what's nice is that, you know, like I was mentioning earlier, there's the Super Mario Maker aspect of it, where you can add, where you can create a stage based on the assets of the game, and you can share them out. And you can also go based on tags as well, so you can create your own tags and make it easier to search. As far as the game goes, I've still got what, 3 more worlds to finish. Where am I? Yep, I'm at the Temple Tower right now. So 6 worlds is what I've gone through. Or 5 worlds. I'm up to the 6th world. I'm finishing this game. I'm going through. I will finish this game, and maybe I'll do like a review video on YouTube or something like that. It's something I've thought about, just not really sure if that's something I want to implement on the channel or not, or I do it every once in a blue moon. I just personally am not very good at doing that sort of thing, although I can spend hours upon hours writing up a script to do something and make it work. But I like to do the first impressions first and give you guys some more of the history behind some of the indie devs that of their games that we play here on the channel, rather than give you a review. I think there's a lot better people out there than me suited for doing reviews, but if you guys want to see something like that on the channel, I'm totally open to giving it a shot and go from there. I'm open to trying something new. Zero, thank you for the host again, dude. What is going on from 025 stream? Welcome back, Game Express. It's fun in the sun when you do the chicken wiggle. I can't believe I just did that. But guys, that was Chicken Wiggle from Atooi on the Nintendo 3DS. Available now, $14.99, digital only. And hey, if you guys have any stages that you guys want me to try out, let me know. I would actually be more than happy to try them out and do another little segment like this where we play some Chicken Wiggle created stages, sort of like what I used to do with Super Mario Maker. So if you're watching this on YouTube in a breakout video at some point, please drop that in the comments down below. I'll just show you real quick where the create is. So yeah, you can go create, and then you can share your stage that you create as well, which I have no stages. This is the one thing I didn't get to mess with. I wanted to beat the game first before I actually started to try to mess around, but level creation is not my aspect. It's not my thing. I like to play other people's stages when it comes to stuff like this, and I didn't mean to do any of that. Oh, okay, it's my online ID. I went too far. But there we go. So yeah, we can... Wow, that's a lot of save slots for... Yeah, 10 save slots. So it's basically 10 worlds, 6 levels, kind of like the game. And then you can go in and create a stage, and any text or level design you enter here subsequently will be shared with the entire world. Be sure you know what you're doing. It's time for your stylus and level editor. So let's just check it real quick. So yeah, here you go. You can enter all your information, your search tags right there. And then what other types of... Let's just do that real quick. Boom. Boom. So that's cool. Remove meanies. Those are the name of the bad guys. Lock and key. Take me home tonight. Destroy blocks or rescue friend are the styles that you can choose, and you can pick the level environment that you want it to be set in. So there's a lot of intuitive stuff in here as well that you can add, and you can make stages really, really evil. And I will say the stages that are set in the game, although it does an amazing job at creating this puzzle platformer, some of them can be a little cruel. Like I said earlier, I have died numerous times on certain stages. You even saw it earlier over the most simplest thing. The fact that you have 1 bit of health is like, oh, it's mortifying. 1 hit and you're dead. So you got to make sure that every move counts and you're thinking about things methodically, especially in the later stages where you have different power-ups that you're mixing through, whether it's you're a ghost and you're trying to make your way through a certain area. But there's one stage in particular where the F in the beginning is hidden by a bunch of spikes, but you don't get the ghost power-up until like towards the second half of the stage, and there's a way to jump all the way back down to get the F at the beginning, but then you have to restart the entire stage basically all over again as the ghost in order just to get that F. So it really makes you think about like what you need to do if you're really going into the collectibles for this game. So you can spend hours, or you can spend about an hour probably burning through the entire game if you don't choose to go through the collectibles. I encourage taking your time, trying to get every FUN and the 100 little diamonds. I'm not sure what they're called exactly, so I just call them diamonds because they're diamond shaped. And yeah, guys, let me know if you plan on picking up Chicken Wiggle. I want to thank Atooi again, Jules Watcham, for the review copy of this game that they gave me a few days ago, and I was able to play through it. I went and I bought a copy of the game on my 2DS XL, like I showed you guys at the beginning of the game. I encourage supporting indie developers. You guys know this. Every episode that we do here on Nintendo Switch, aside from the Ironcast one, where I don't have a second Switch, so I can't buy the game again, I always go through and buy the game regardless. And pretty much other than Ironcast and Chicken Wiggle, every other game I buy right on the spot before we start the show, and we do it fresh. We get first impressions and we go for it, unless it comes out on a Tuesday as well. Then, you know, I get a day or two to play it before we do Nintendo Spotlight on Thursdays, which is the main day that all the games on the eShop are out. And guys, that's it. So if you're watching this on the Breakout on YouTube, and you've made it this far, thank you so much. We do Thursday night Nintendo Spotlight. That's normally 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and then we play a bunch of games afterwards until midnight normally. Friday nights, 8 p.m. to midnight, and Saturday and Sunday now, 8 p.m. to midnight normally. This Sunday, however, is Game of Thrones season finale, so I will not be home. I will be at a friend's house. We'll be watching the season finale of Game of Thrones, so I gotta binge watch all the episodes to catch up. I got a lot of work to do. And for the Breakout video, take care. Love y'all.